Hello, welcome to episode 3, Everything in the Sky with me, the Rusted Gamer. Let's just get right into it today, shall we? A couple of things to do today. I got to work around with the villagers a little bit, get some end-level trades ready for, the future and whatever we may need to them. Really, we got to start with some rebuilding. I ripped everything down. I put in a little kelp tank right there. And what you see there is a steam engine. So, yeah, let's just get that going right now. Alright, so one of the first things we're going to do is take and feed these 4 blaze burners here we got with a straw to turn them into a blaze burner with straw. That means they can now be supplied with magma. And as you can see, if I can get by it, I got a magma farm here in the back. Dripstone, cauldrons, the whole shebang. We got a small steam engine built up here on the sides. We got a couple of the actual engines themselves, each side. Everything is all hooked up, I believe. Yes, that comes down. Oh, really, at this point, all that's left is to turn this on. Water source blocks in. Pipes all hung up. Think. Connection. We got some under pressure. It's pushing. There it goes. There it goes. We just fired up. Yeah, we're self-sufficient. Alright, there we are. That's looking pretty good. It's not very big. It's actually pretty basic. Do I got my goggles on? Okay. How are we looking? Size, small, heat, not very proficient, but we're producing 65,000 stress units. So that should get us what we need for at least the foreseeable future until I get the resources I need to build everything the way I want to build it. Alright, next step is going to be to rebuild half the automation I had, but better. Alright, we've got some changes going on here. Now that we got the steam engine going, it's time to start automation. It's time to start building some good machines. So first off, we have all these mechanical extruders here. You can't really see it right now. Hold on, let's find a spot here. Alright, so you got all these mechanical extruders here, right? Obviously they're powered. And then underneath them, you got a block of iron, you got a block of glowstone. That determines what they produce. So this one here is producing viridium. This one's producing the end stone. You can see. Oop. Right, so you got all kinds of different items, and the ones with nothing under them are producing cobblestone. And the fantastic part about that is it means I am no longer digging up cobblestone. And so we go down a little bit further. We got a couple of crushing wheels and a couple of sifters. Everything is still manual. I haven't set up anything to be automatic yet. I will get there, but that probably won't be until I'm in my whatever the home location is going to be considered to be. Because this isn't my permanent home yet. But we got this guy here producing. I'm moving the gravel over here. And one of the things I'm doing with the sand is haunting it. I drop the sand in here, I haunt it. Oh, it's already empty. And then I drop it over here and I wash the haunted sand. And I've got a ton of nether quartz. And then the other thing I'm doing with the sand is I'm grinding it down into dust. And that's producing me redstone and rosé quartz. Fantastic, because you need that for a lot of the more advanced things. And then gunpowder too. That'll be great when I finally get a set of wings going. And then, of course, I'm still sifting down all of the gravel, and I'm getting all my ingredients here. So that's fantastic. And then I just built this guy up here. This is an andesite casing farm. So I'll dump my wood in here. It'll get sawed and stripped. This guy, if you look up above, has got plenty of andesite in it. Anyways, it strips the logs, and then it pokes them with andesite, and then I've got my casings. And once again, it's still all... None of it's automated yet, but it can be at some point, and it probably will be at some point because you use a lot of andesite casings. And if I really wanted to, I could automate up here just with these guys alone. I mean, I could produce gravel or cobblestone up here and immediately turn it into gravel if I wanted to. So things are going pretty good there. Looking at a few farms coming up. Definitely want to make a couple of small farms. I'm going to see if I can automate actually making andesite alloy. right? Like I know I got to take the nether quartz and I got to combine it with cobblestone, and that makes diorite, and then I combine the diorite with cobblestone, and that makes andesite, and then I can make the andesite alloy itself. So we'll see. I would like to mitigate the amount of fabrication that I actually have to do, but I'll stop playing with that. The way the next step is going to be, I get the villagers going too. I replaced the villagers, I replaced the beds. Took a long time to screw around with them, but the beds are back. I took the beds back up again because I encounter bugs sometimes and it's crashed my system. So I've got villagers on either side, and they're just chilling here for now. They're not producing iron, but I don't need them to produce iron. And I've got some trades locked in. I haven't locked this one in yet, but I might. Mending. I still need efficiency 5. I haven't found that one yet. This guy's got 4 though, but I don't know if I want 4. And then I haven't traded with any of these other guys. I mean, not, to be honest. I have just about everything I need trading-wise, but we'll see. So yeah, the next step is going to be to build a few more farms, and we'll see where we go from there. Alright, we're still building. We're getting there. We're getting there. New modules up. I showed you the andesite alloy thing. Check this guy out. He's got quite a few casings in. Shut down at the moment because I don't need any new casings for a little while. Added in this small module here to do the stampy on a bunch of guys and make me some sheets. And now I've added in this module here for precision mechanisms. So I'll throw a thing on here. It'll go around. And then it'll get stamped with a small cog, a big cog, and an iron nugget. Now for a precision mechanism, part of what I have here, as you can see, it takes 5 times to do that, so it's got to go around the belt a couple of times. Stamp and stamp and stamp. And I think one more time we'll do it for this one. And I think that comes with an achievement. Nope, maybe not. There it is. Alright, so now we'll put a filter in, change it inwards, and we will make it a precision mechanism. Check that out. Fantastic. That's required for a lot of different things. Now let's grab some gold sheets. Nope. I don't have any gold sheets yet. Well, I'll go ahead and get some gold sheets and I'll load this guy up. Alright. With a bunch of new sheets. Let's make sure this is 1. There we go. Bam. Oh, yes. Yes. Look at that. The regular mechanisms go by, and it doesn't spit out another gold sheet until there's an opening. Fantastic. Oh, you jammed yourself. Alright, we got a new farm going. What we got here is an electron tube farm. So I'm going to take the rose quartz that I'm getting from the sifter over here, that drops over here, for sifting sand, not sand, dust. And I'm going to drop it in over here. There we go. It's getting hit by a piece of diamond grit sandpaper and being turned into smooth quartz. You can see the action going on there. Oh, there it is, diamond grit sandpaper. You can look at the top box there. And then down here we have a box full of iron sheets, and they're both going into mechanical crafters. And there you go, you can see it being crafted right now. Fantastic, just saving a couple of extra steps. Yes, love it. These guys here are used heavily in a lot of like the chutes, like your smart chute. You need it for the smart chute, your brass chutes. These guys over here, your funnels. Both your funnels and your tunnel. So very, very handy to have. Especially because these are so handy to use because they can take the filter inputs. Welcome back, and we got some new modules up on the continuing quest for resources and time management. So this guy here, we set this guy up not long ago. I gotta put an automated source of heat into the blaze burner, but this is to automatically smelt my brass. And that's pretty easy to operate. You just throw quite literally the brass and the zinc in it. Yeah, well, oh, a lot of copper over here? Darn. There we go. So we'll just toss some materials in right there, and you can see it's dumping the copper out at the bottom. The zinc out up here is just dropping it right in, and then it drops it right on and into the chest. So this has been fantastic and time saving in trying to get some brass actually taken care of, because I ran out of brass, and that comes in handy a lot with liquid tanks. Alright, now this mechanism here I've been using to eventually create my andesite alloy. So what I got here is a double chest, or two double chests. This double chest is outputting there on this conveyor belt, and out the side of it on this top conveyor belt and into the mechanical manufacturer. And then this one is doing the same exact thing paralleled on the other side, right? So it's dropping one down onto this conveyor belt, and it's dropping one out here. In so doing, I was making my diorite, which if you look at the recipe, right here, it takes 2 quartz and 2 cobblestone to make 2 diorite. Not an easy thing to get that crafting grid to work correctly on this, and I'm sure somebody has a better way than I did it, but I got it to work. So what I've done now is it finished with what I had. So what I've gone ahead and done is taken the diorite out. I'm now moving the diorite back where I was putting in the nether quartz. And I just disabled one of these belts, and now it is producing the andesite down here for me automatically, which is fantastic. I mean, even if it's a little bit slow, it's doing it relatively automatically, and eventually all of this diorite will turn into andesite, and then I should be good on alloy for at least a little bit of time. A little bit. And I should be able to use this machine to actually make the andesite alloy as well. Alright, well, I think that's going to be about all I have time for today. All of this stockpiling, all of this gathering of resources, all going to go to start the ultimate construction that I want to do for islands and things of that nature, which I'm going to discuss a little more in depth in the next episode, and maybe even I'll potentially make one. I have an idea as to how I want to do it. And the first new island I make is definitely going to be the central point for a steam engine far superior than that is there. But we'll look into that, when it's time. Until then, I've been the Rusted Gamer. Thanks for joining me. Like, subscribe, thumbs up, comment, whatever, all that jazz. Till the next episode, have a great day. Oh, and before I finish, I would like to apologize for that sound you heard earlier of a mob dying. One of those weird ghost-looking things landed in that lava pit, and apparently it's immune to lava, but it still takes the sound. So, I'll be listening a little more tentatively in the future.